वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. A very warm welcome to entire Sangat. This evening we will know about desires. We will cover few aspects today. What is desire? Connection between desires and happiness. Everyone desires for happiness, then why do we get pain? No one desires for pain actually, but still we get it. So what is the reason behind? And types of desires and conclusions. What do we need to do and what is the overall message from today's lecture? We like to start with the Nietzsche's idea of happiness. At his time, he was one of the most famous philosopher as well as psychologist as well. He researched a lot, he met with many people, and he came with few ideas, few lines, few quotes which are very famous. One of his famous quote is God is dead. He used to say there is no God, God is no more alive. A lot of things he used to say. He did not believe in God actually. He also gave one statement about desires and happiness. He said his idea of happiness was man cannot be happy. Humans cannot be happy. There is no way to make a person happy. According to his research, he worked on a lot of people. He met with many people. According to their ideas, according to his study and research, he reached to this point and he agreed and said, there is no way to make a person happy. I heard a story. One of the very famous and very rich person from US, he was about to die. He had overall wealth of almost 5 billion US dollars. His wealth was 5 billion US dollars and he was just about to die. Then a reporter came to him. He wanted to meet him and wanted to hear from him. He asked a simple question. I hope you were able to fulfill your all desires and you are dying happily because you were so rich and still almost $5 billion belongs to you. So we believe you were able to fulfill your all desires. Now there is no more desires, we hope, in your life or you were thinking about. Story says that person started crying. He said, I had a desire to get 10 billion US dollars. But I'm dying with pain because I was not able to manage even almost 50% and hardly I was able to attain before I die. I had a desire to get more than 10 billion US dollars, but I was not able to get, or hardly I was able to get just 50%, just 5 billion US dollars. So I was not able to fulfill my desire. I'm dying with pain. And one another philosopher, he also says human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Now the question comes, Nietzsche said, it's impossible to make a man happy. So if we take a deep dive and take some feedback or take some suggestion from Guru Granth Sahib Ji, if we are ready to take light from Gurbani, then Gurbani teaches us asa vich at dukh kana man mukh chit laya. Yes, Man cannot be happy. Now there is a reason as well. Nietzsche researched a lot. He was right at his point. Man cannot be happy, or it's no way to make a man happy, but it was not the final destination actually. He was right, but it was not the final destination. It was just a roadblock breaker. It was just kind of a barrier. He just stopped there. Then Gurbani, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji helps us and held our hand to take us beyond that statement. Asa vichat dukh kana. Why the man is in pain, not he's happy? Because he have desires and more desires. Asa, more and more hopes, more and more wishes, more and more planning, dreams. So that is why at dukh kana. At means too much, a lot. Dukh, pain, kana, too much pain, great pain. Man mukh chit laya, because we are just living our life according to our mind, not according to Gurbani. Asa vichat dukh kana man mukh chit laya. As an example, if we are in the morning, we went to morning walk. We are feeling so happy in the morning. We are able to see beautiful flowers, rainbow outside, nice looking view. It's very pleasing environment and climate is there, and we are feeling so happy in the morning because of flowers, because of rainbow, because of maybe the climate. A lot of things are there and we are feeling happy. Suddenly, as we were about to come outside from this garden, and we saw a beautiful or an expensive car standing outside. Now we started dreaming. I could have this kind of car. I came here, I was just walking and came here. I didn't have any car even. I must have this kind of car. Now car doesn't belongs to me, but it took all my happiness. Earlier I was happy to see blossoms. I was able to feel the rapturous movements within myself because of this climate. Now that mind has completely attached to desires. So asa wish at dukh kana, as soon desires arises in my heart, now I will start going into the pain. And what kind of desires, how far it can take? Mrig trishna as mithya mithi, ek tek man hai sadhari. Mrig trishna. We cannot fulfill our desires completely, actually. Mrig trishna, if it keeps on increasing on daily basis. We cannot say now I am satisfied, I don't have more desires. This day never comes actually. It keeps on increasing. Once we are able to fulfill our first desire, then a lot more are there to come. A lot more. As a child, we may have different kind of desires. Child may want to have more and more toys, but as soon he is growing, his desires are going to be changed. Now from desires, from the toys, he may looking for a phone, mobile phone, or video games, or any books or clothes, and etc. So as soon age is increasing, desires are also increasing. It keeps increasing. One of a painter of German, he made a painting, very nice, very beautiful painting. He put different kind of colors in that, but still people did not like it. No one liked his thought. People were against him actually. They said, we don't want you to see. We cannot see your paintings. You are doing something wrong. You are not going up to the mark. You are not right. People criticized him, did not go to watch his paintings. What was there? In his painting, he made a tree. It was too tall and the tree could able to go beyond the sky. According to his painting, the tree was going beyond sky. Sky was in mid and tree was like more up. So then people said it's not logical actually. Tree cannot go. So that is why we don't accept you as a painter. You are wrong. Then the painter replied and said, the real thing is, I made a painting according to the desire of a tree. Tree wanted to go or tree wants to go that much high. I just made painting that is according to tree's desire actually. It's desire of every tree according to him. And even in Redwood National Park of California, Hyperion is the name of a tree which is 380 feet taller. 380 feet tall tree is still here in this world in the Redwood National Park of California. Hyperion is the name of that tree. People goes there, take pictures and all those activities are going around there. But tree is, we can find it, 380 feet taller. So according to that painter as well, tree wanted to go high and high. So our desires are also like that. It is going high and high. Maybe earlier we just want 10,000 as an income, but maybe once we are able to reach that level, then our desire moves to the next level. Maybe earlier I was looking for 10,000, then I may start looking for 20, 30, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. It will keep increasing day by day on daily basis. Desires. Mrig Trishna as mithya mithi. It feels, it seems sweet. Ek take man hai sadari. We are just imagining. We just want to get it. Ek take. We have one hope in our heart, in our mind that we could be able to get happiness once we will able to attain that thing. But it keeps on moving. Mrig, deer, he also thinks he'll able to find a water, but again and again he just keep trying but could not able to get it. Now, the one valid point that comes. The starting point of all achievement is desire. As we just discussed, because of our desire, we are getting so much pain. In the moment where we can be happy as well, still we start thinking about future or getting worried about past. These two things are there. So we just started thinking more desires and things, or the things that we had in our past that could be a part of our desire as well. Now the question is, without desires, we cannot grow. The starting point of all achievement is desire. If we have desired to get something, then only we will work for it. Then only we will keep trying. Otherwise, we will not able to attain something. We may become more and more lazy as well. So starting point of all the desires is, or starting point of all kind of achievement is desire. But all those desires are belongs to happiness. We don't have desire to get pain. I don't think so. We have, any one of us don't desire to get pain. We don't want to get more and more pain, more and more slavery. No. Happiness. So our desire and all the effort, our desire is for happiness. And Gurbani, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji also says, जो मांगे है ठाकुर अपने ते सोई सोई देवे. Whatever you ask for, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you will get it. Not an issue. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Then Guru Nanak Sahib Ji also says, जो इच्छा है सोई फल पाए. Whatever is your desire, you will get the same. You will get the reward. Whatever you want to get, you will get it. And Guru Amar Das Ji also says the same thing. जो इच्छा है सो फल पाए से सब करे विच जचनी. So in everyone's house, they will get whatever they want, whatever they are looking for. जो इच्छा है सोई फल पाए. So in our daily life, in our social life, we always have a fruit in front of us, then desire to get that fruit, and we put efforts. For example, someone wants to earn money, they have to work, they have to do a lot of things. So fruit is there. If you will work that much hard, or if you will work, keep working 8 hours per day for 30 days, you will able to attain this much money. If you can study well, you will able to be a doctor. You can be an engineer. You can be a pilot. But we can see the fruit in advance. Fal, fruit. Soi fal pai, we want to attain a fruit that is there. Soi fal pai, so wherever we put some efforts to get something, we will able to attain it. So now, jo ichha, whatever we demand, whatever we want, we could able to get it. In our life, we get so much pain, so many kind of troubles, problems, a lot of things are there in our life, but we never wished for. We did not want those kind of problems in our life. As Gurbani says, jo ichha soi fal paye. Whatever we demand, whatever we wish for, whatever are our desires, we will get the same. Jo मांगे है ठाकुर अपने थे. Whatever I'll ask, whatever I'll demand, soi soi deva, he'll give me the same thing. But we did not ask for pain. We never ask for troubles. We never want problems. So then why do we get it? Gurbani is saying we will get whatever we ask for. Actually, we ask for troubles. We ask for pain. We desire for pain. We desire for problems. We desire for troubles. That is why we get it. Just a thing, we ask pain, we desire pain for our neighbors, for other people, for the people whom we call our enemies. We want, we desire, we wished for. We wish for pain, we wish for problems. We always wished for some troubles, but for other people, not for us, but we wished for. Jo ichha. So now Gurbani is saying, Jo ichha. It doesn't matter much. I wished for myself, that desire was for me, or I wished for someone else. So what happens? We always wish happiness for ourselves and pains and troubles and problems for other people, maybe our colleagues, maybe our friends, to whom we call friends, so-called friends, or maybe our relatives, cousins, neighbors. So that is why we get pain, because we wished for, we desired for pain for someone else. Whatever I want to give, I must have that thing. That is a simple, very simple logic. If I want to give 10,000 to someone, I must have 10,000 in my pocket. If I don't have, I cannot give. Very easy. I can donate something if I have something. If I am empty pocket, if there is no money in my pocket, I cannot donate anything. I cannot give anything. But whatever I have, that I can give. So rule of God, or we can say God's rule is, whatever we wished for, desired for someone else, that also comes to us. Because firstly, I will get, then only I will able to give that thing to someone else. So my desire was for pain, but for someone else. I had a desire for troubles, but for my neighbor. So then what happens? Those are problems and troubles comes to in my life, and then we start feeling, why does this happening to me? I did not ask for. But we need to think about it. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji teaches us, पर का बुरा न राखो चीत, तुमको दुख नहीं पाई मीत. If you are in pain, maybe if you are looking for pain for someone else. पर का बुरा, पर means someone else. Bura, na rakho cheat. Cheat means in our heart. Don't desire for someone's, like don't desire any bad things for someone. Tumko, then you will. Dukh nahi pai meet. Oh my friend, oh my brother, then you will not get any pain. So we need to be sure we must have pure thoughts for someone else and for everyone. That is why we say, सबको मीत हम आपन की ना, हम सबना के साजन. All are my friends and I am friend for all. So whatever we desire, we get it. We may desire for someone else. Ditta laiye apna anditta kich hath na aaye. Whatever I wished for someone, as there is a proverb, karpala, hopala, do well, get well. So always think positive, always share your positive thoughts with someone. So it was about social life. Now, the next level of desires is religious desires. Satguru Sikh ko naam tan de. This is a one desire. A Sikh wants wealth of name. He also looking for wealth, but the wealth of name. Satguru Sikh ko naam tan de. Oh my true Lord, true Guru, please give me the wealth of name so that I can meditate on your name every day. Organ sab mitaye kya parupkar kare. Then one more, another religious desire. One religious desire is wealth of naam, meditation, chanting the name of the Lord. But one another desire is there. Organ sab mitaye kya parupkar kare. All my demerits. Okay, let's understand with a small example. One person named Dayaram. He was a sage, we can say. So in his autobiography, he was talking to God. He just wanted to share his view. He said, I offered something to God and I said, I will give you something that you did not give to me. All people are putting things next to you, whatever you already gave to them. Tera kiya, tujhe ko soppa. So you gave to me, I gave back to you. All people are doing like this. He said, I will offer something that belongs to me, not to you. You did not give it to me, but I earned it. Whatever I have earned in my life, that I will share with you. Then God replied, according to his story, as he just wanted to convey the message, God said, okay, I am with you. I want something unique that you have earned in this life. Then, according to the Haram, he said, I want to put my all crimes, all my dirty thoughts, all my sins, all my bad deeds that I want to put next to you. Please make it clean and clear. I have earned these kind of things. I have earned a lot of sins and crimes, bad deeds, but I did not earn your name. So I just have these things, and that I have earned, that I wanted to give it to you, but don't keep it with you, or don't give me punishment according to that, but just clean it. As there is a small story. One saint used to sell chickpeas to his village, in his village. One person had broken coins. He could not able to use that money because broken coins he had, and wherever he was going to buy something, no one was accepting that broken coins. Then while moving here and there, that person reached to that saint. Atar was his name. He went to that Atar in Kashmir, India, and he gave that broken coins to him and asked for chickpeas, pujje chole. Atar accepted it and gave it to him. He had few more, and he used to come. Then he started coming every day so that he can use his broken coins, because this person is ready to take. Then everyone came to know Atar is maybe fool. He don't know. There is no use of these coins, but he is taking it. Then all people started coming to him, not to tell him don't take him. They also had some broken coins. Everyone gave their broken coins to him. Finally, a day came when he was not able to open his shop. He did not have money because all were broken coins. The moment his wife said, now we don't have a single penny in our house. We just have all the broken coins that we cannot use now. What to do? Then story says he prayed. He started praying to God and said, I knew they were giving me broken coins, but still I was giving to them original stuff. What happens today? We may give original money, but we may get some fake products. We may pay whatever they wanted, but still we may get some bad material, not up to the mark, bad quality. Some these kind of things happens. So here what happens? Coins were not original, but stuff was. So he prayed. He started praying and said, I was able to manage these broken coins under me. You are Lord, you are great. I am also a broken coin. Please allow me to come. I have run people's bad. Now you drive me bad too. I'm also bad. I'm also broken. But please accept me. This is what my wish is. So then next, religious desires are there when we want to get rid of our sins, our crimes, or all kind of punishment, these kind of things, and we want the wealth of name. This is also a step. The one who is actually walking on the path of Almighty, this is also a one of a step. This is not a final destination. Firstly, we may ask for money, wealth, that is needed. We are not against it. Gurbani is not against. We always says we are not against money. For the nourishment, for the meditation, we need money. भूखे भगत न कीजे यह माला अपनी लीजे. If Kabir ji is saying, I cannot remember your name, hungry, as I am hungry with my hungry stomach, so even we cannot. But here is a thing is different. Here we are discussing something else. So first thing is related to social life, then religious desires, desire of wealth, of name, chanting name, then washes all my demerits. Then final point, final destination is don't desire for anything, not even for wash your demerits. Yes. While performing seva, don't desire anything. This is the final destination of desire. Seva karat hoye nahi kami, tisko hot prapat swami. The one who don't have any desire. Any means any. Here Gurbani is giving us a statement. Seva karat hoye neh kami. Neh kami, no desire. Without any desire. Don't want anything in return. Tisko hot prapat swami. Then he'll able to be one with Lord. Oneness is there. Then kahu fal ki ichha nahi bache. Kahu, any fal, fruit, ichha, desire, nahi bache, not there. Now there is no desire for any fruit. Don't want anything in return. If I am performing seva, I am doing Japji Sahib in the morning. I don't want anything in return. I'm just doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because it makes me happy. I'm doing it because I just want to do it. I don't want anything in return. Keval Pagat Kirtan Sangarachaya. I just want to meditate. Just desire is just to meditate. Don't want that my sin should be washed, my crime should be washed, my demerit should be washed. That is also not there now. This is the next level. Sabhe ichha puriyan ja paya agam apara. All desires are fulfilled while meeting Lord. Now again, you may say, just now we said, no desire, and now Gurbani is telling us, teaching us, Sabhe ichha puriyan, your all desires will be fulfilled. Ja paya agam apara, as soon you meet the Lord. And in the another Gurbani line, Guru Amar Das ji is saying, Karsant Sukhaman Aivasya Jin Ichha Sab Pujaya. As soon Lord came in my heart, then he fulfilled all my desires. All things are, both lines are related to each other. First line, Sabbe Ichha Purya. My all desires are fulfilled after meeting Lord. Or my all desires are fulfilled as soon as I met with Lord. Another, I met with Lord, then I was able to fulfill all my desires. Actually, the thing is, there is no desire left when God is found, and when God is found, then there is no desire left. So we must have desire to get something, but we must have no desire to attain everything. To get something, we must have desire. But if we are without any desire, then we attain everything, which means now there is no desire left. That is why I could able to be one with God. Sabbe ichha puriyan ja paya agama para. Now my all wishes are fulfilled, which means I don't have more desires. I don't have any desires. Karshant Sukhmani Aivasya Jin Ichha Sab Pujaya. The same thing, no more desires. Then we are able to attain that thing. So in the last, desire is not bad in itself. Attachment to desire is. This is also a part of our life. Desires are there, but step by step, we need to keep moving. We need to go ahead and ahead. And even in our life, from childhood, then adult, teenager, adult, then we are becoming old and old. And the day will come when we are no more. We are moving ahead, going ahead and ahead. But why in our desires, we just stuck to one thing? I must take care of my family, and we just stuck there. Desires. So we discussed today. Firstly, desire is the cause of pain. Sometimes we are happy, but just because of our desires, we make ourselves unhappy. Even staying in the happy moment, we started desiring, started feeling for future, thinking about future. We bring pain in our current time as well, although we are happy at that moment. So God fulfills our desires. So always take care of our desires. Never ask for pain for someone else as well. पर का बुरा ना राखो चित, तुमको दुख नहीं पाई मित. Social desires are there, definitely. This is also a step. First thing is don't desire pain for someone else. Next step is, okay, God fulfill our social desires. We can maan mango, tan lakshmi sut de. But after getting family, finance and wealth, don't stop it there. Next, religious desires, ask for the name of wealth, demerits, but don't stop there. Final is no desire. No desire at all. This is the final destination, but step by step we keep moving. So after that, then there is no more desires. We becomes one with the Lord, or we may say becoming one with the Lord keeps you no more desires. So this is the message in today's, according to that whatever God gave thoughts to me, try to convey the same message with your entire Sangat. So definitely there are a lot more things, a lot more different aspects about desires are there that we could not able to cover in today's lecture, but according to time, according to whatever God thought, whatever thought God gave to me, I just shared with you. So if anything came in your mind, definitely you must get some thoughts or other ideas or point of views. So if you want to comment, compliment, share your feedback, suggestions, or any story related to that, or Gurbani Pankti, whatever is there in your mind, don't shy, don't hesitate. We all are Sangat. We all are here to talk and discuss with each other. So I would request you all, you must share your point of view, because every thought is given by Lord. Every thought is given by Vaheguru. So don't keep it with yourself, must share with all of us so that we all can have some benefit from Gurbani thoughts. So request you all, one by one, you all can unmute yourself and share your point of view. Now I turn over the floor to entire Sangat. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Hanji, any Sangat member who wants to share? Yes. Hanji, Pia ji, your name is coming as Pia. So, yes, would you like to share something? Okay. Hanji. Yes, Kartarji, you are unmuted. Would you like to share something?
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa. Somebody else want to talk first?
Pia ji was unmuted earlier, but yes, Pia ji, would you like to share something?
Oh, I'm sorry, by mistake. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you much. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes, Kartarji, please you continue.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh, Master Ji. Very beautiful subject, desires. In my opinion, desires is something that is inherent in us. We are born with it, right? Be it human or animals. We all have desires.
Yes.
If we have desires, then we live. If we do not have desires, then we are not living. So we need to have these desires to progress in life. That is very important, because without desire, you are not alive at all. And chasing after ambitions, prestige, money, pleasures, or even lusting after other people's property, all these are desires. Like you started, you said, man is never happy. The guy did research. When I was school, I was doing commerce, and this is the first line I learned was, man is never satisfied.
Okay.
Which is very true. Yes, it is related, because that is the first line I learned in commerce. that man is never satisfied because there is always longing in us of wanting. We always want something. When we get something, we are not satisfied. We still want some more. We want something else.
Exactly.
So our longings are never stopped. We are always desiring and desiring. And when you have achieved your desires, what happens is we become arrogant, pride comes in, ego comes in, and we belittle others also because we think we are the top now. Our attitude changes, and that is when it shows a human's weakness and it causes self-destruction, in my opinion. Because when you reach the topmost, you think you are there and the others are just coming behind you, they are nothing. And that is when you start your self-destruction. And when your attitude changes, you also will realize suddenly nothing belongs to you because you might lose all this with your ego and your pride. Everything can be lost. And then you will realize that nothing lasts long, nothing matters, and nothing goes with you. At the end of it, I like the part where you said, Seva kart ho ni kami, tisko hot prapat swami. That thing then comes into your mind. That what is left now, whatever I wanted, I attained, the success, the achievement, is all gone in minutes. What is left? Nothing. And then when we get into problems, we come to God and we beg for forgiveness. We want to listen to his Bani. We want to get attached to God. And then we ask, what can I do now to be closer to you? Desire is important. We must have it in our life, but in a controlled way. I feel that we should be human, be kind, and be humble. Get closer to God, apply his values in our life, and listen to Bani and chant his name and meditate. I think that is the greatest wealth we should have in our life. Besides our normal desires, because they are the basic instincts to survive in this world. Thank you very much, Master Ji.
Thank you very much, Kartar ji, for your lovely contribution. आपस को दीरक कर जाना और उनको लगमा. Sometimes we started feeling I am a complete word and all are just helping words. So thank you very much for your contribution and sharing your point of view and your life experience. So everything is very fruitful for all of us. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Master Ji.
Thank you, Kartar ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to share their views? Yes, Sheena ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to add something? Okay. Yes, any other Sangat member who wants to share something? Yes, Hardeep ji.
Anji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Anji, you covered all like social desires, and then we should have religious desires as well. So generally, there are good desires and bad desires, or desires that might lead to trouble or sometimes unhappiness. Like we don't know what is the result of the end result of that desire, but we still have that desire. As Kartarji said, Penji said that this is natural in us, we have it, and we live with this. I desire to do this, I desire to have that, and so on. But I think we need to have some, maybe like Bani says, sahaj, have some satisfaction at the end of it. Don't go on desiring non-stop. Or like the tree, you can't reach the sky, but it desires to reach the sky. So there should be a limit, and we should have desire to do good in this world. That's what I feel. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Hardeep ji. She bring 2 points. Yes, we have two kind of desires, good desires as well as bad desires. Thank you very much, Satvinder ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to share their views? Anyone? Hanji Kuldeep ji. Hanji Pal ji, you are also unmuted. Would you like to share something? Okay, Kuldeep ji, firstly you can say, so then we'll continue with Pal ji.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਹਾਂਜੀ desires it's a very difficult topic and it's a very wide topic and I don't think we can cover it in a matter of 30 minutes but you covered some good ground and Qatar Panji Deepa have also contributed a lot just as an overall, just few thoughts came to my mind about desires and what does Gurbani tells us about these desires. Firstly, yes, desires are very necessary in life and it is human to desire. It is natural. It arises from the time a child is born. We get ambitions, we have desires, we have wants, we have, what shall we say? We want this, we want that. As we grow up, all these things are wanted, are necessary also, and should be our goals as well. We need all these things. But along the way, there is this problem, that can occur, that desire, it helps bring us to our goals, it helps us to achieve goals, but desire itself can become a disease. When it becomes a disease, then it becomes a big problem. And this is where I think Gurbani is a reality check. Gurbani restrains us from all the dangers of desire, from all the negative desires, and from all the desires which can lead us astray. So if we relate it to Gurbani, yes, it tells us, that desires can be a mrig trishna, unending, continuous. You desire more and more and more until it just it devours you. So this is where the Gurbani become, a reality check. Gurbani teaches us to be, Hardeep ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਸਹਿਜ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, contentment ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ. We must put this break for ourselves and think inwardly. Is this going to lead me to happiness? Is this achieving something? Is it a seva that can be achieved for mankind perhaps? Is this goal reachable? And am I doing it in the right way? So that's important. The chut, power, the negative things karke दूसरे दा बुरा भला सोच के desire achieve karna, that of course is wrong. So how can we be contented then? How can our desire be checked? And of course that's where Gurbani is where we learn how to achieve this contentment, how to be satisfied with it. And once we have this kind of tehrao from Gurbani, we have this belief and total faith that Vaheguru is there as the ultimate giver and also the ultimate happiness, source of happiness. Fir sabbe ichha puriyan. So I find this talk is so beautiful. Sabbe ichha puriyan, as you had said, Japaya agam apara. So yes, I think desire necessary we have, but desire is a reality check we have here. Desire, is not the ultimate source of happiness if that is what we are seeking. And we should make desire a practical thing, acceptable, achievable, and realistic. So these are my few thoughts on these emotion of desire. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Thank you very much for your contribution. You always share your point of view and more Gurbani quotations, and definitely it's always helpful for all of us. Thank you once again, Dr. Kuldeep ji. Haji Jagji ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to share something?
Yeah. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Pragmatic desires are desirable as long as we are humble and we provide service which is selfless, in keeping with our values enshrined in the Gurbani. So what is important is life will be meaningless without desires. So important fact is that these desires must be desirable, meaning they should be in keeping with our teachings. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you very much, Jagji ji. In few words, you always share a lot of things. So really thank you very much for your contribution, Jagji ji. Haji, any other Sangat member who wants to share? Yes, Pal ji.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. I think that was a very enlightening session with lots of different ideas coming from so many different wonderful individuals. And because we just celebrated the 400th birthday of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, I remembered one of the Shabads when we talk about desires and becoming desireless. I think he speaks about the ultimate state of what a man or a woman or what as humans we should aspire for. Jo nar dukh mein dukh nahi mane, sukh se ar pe nahi jaake. Kanchan mati mane rahao. In that Shabad, if we go into detail, it says when you reach that higher state of existence, maybe self-actualization, where Mr. Maslow's hierarchy of needs will come in. But in Sikhism, we are talking about the fact that you become the highest. Then there is a line in that Shabad that says, Asa mansa sagal tyage jagte rahe rasa. Then maybe you get a desire to become totally desireless. Now that's a very strange thing to say. Today I desire to be free from desire. It's a very paradoxical statement. But kyunki aaj the lecture we started by talking about happiness. May I share with you in the last 30 seconds that I have that there are again 9 things that people look for. Number 1, happiness. Number 2, that all our desires be fulfilled. Number 3, that all this quenching the fires that we are having of desires be gone. Number 4, things like peace is something we look for. Tranquility is something that everybody aspires. And number 5, if you look from a very spiritual level, bahut janam bichhade the madho, I have been separated from you, Lord. I also have a desire to go back to you, to become Jivan Mukha, to become Sachkhand Vasi. But the next thing is we look for ecstasy, we look for pleasures, we look for intuitive peace, and most importantly, you mentioned from Anand Sahib, we also look for Ananda, the idea of bliss. And I think the 4 lines of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji will help us to align towards this mission, because the lecture started with happiness and some man's definition that happiness is difficult to obtain. But I think we end off with one Gurbani Shabad, and if you can learn these 4 things, then Ichha Purak Sarab Sukh Data Har, all our desires will be fulfilled. Because in that Shabad also it says Japaman Satanam Sada Satanam. If we always learn to chant the name of the Lord Vaheguru Ji, then not only halt but pult in this world and the world hereafter, not only we will be free from all desires, but I like to end off with one small thing. If you remember that Shabad that says, even in my last breath, because desires never end, let us never even think that my desires will ever end. Even on the dying bed, Guruji says, if you desire who's going to take care of your children, we will come back as a pig. Who's going to take care of my wealth will come back as a snake. Even who's going to take care of my homes and bungalows will come back as a ghost. And number 4, who is going to take care of my wives and husbands will come back as a prostitute. Maybe the last thing we should desire for is the Naam Narayan, Antakal Narayan Simre. So I like to end off where I started. There are 9 desires that everybody has. Of course, it's a 3-hour, 2 days, 1 week session on all this. Maybe we'll have it at a good Gurdwara Sahib near you. But the last 4 lines I like to end off with is Guru Naam Diya Kushal Thiya. If we can understand Guru Naam Diya, the importance of my Guruji, when we get the Naam, then Kushal Thiya Sarva Ichha Punya. Not only all desires will will be fulfilled, happiness will come. Then jalne bujai shant ai mile chiri vichunia. All the fires of desire will be quenched. Peace will come, tranquility will come, and that separation from God will be ours after such a long time. And in the last two lines, Guruji says, Anand said that happiness song of bliss, Har ka sahaj sache, Maha Mangal Gunagaya. When we start to sing the praises of God, all ecstasy, pleasure, intuitive poise, great joys will come. And in the last line, let us pray. Let us bow our heads that today, if we learned about desire, Binwant Nanak, Naam Prabhaka, Gur Pure Te Paya. Let us pray that, oh Lord Vaheguru, just like Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, we have now got Naam in our life. And it was a blessing from my Guruji. Let us all ask for this blessing of Naam, because not only desires will be fulfilled, but we'll never have to come back again, but happiness, joy, prosperity, and all good things will be ours. Thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to share. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Thank you very much, Palji. You always contribute and share wherever you join your classes, and you just share it and give some points, 1, 2, 3, 4. So thank you very much for your very helpful contribution, Palji.
Thank you, Ji.
Any other Sangat member who wants to share their views, you can unmute yourself. Okay, so request you all, please, you all may unmute yourself and we all can say Fateh together. And sooner we are going to start, very soon we are going to start a physical class as well. So about date and time, we'll give you an update sooner. So, but whoever are from Singapore, so just be ready. We'll meet you here as well in our physical classes as well. So now request you, please all unmute yourself and we all can say Fateh all together. Thank you very much for joining. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
Thank you, Master Ji.
Fateh.
Thank you very much.
May all our desires be fulfilled.
Bye.
Thank you.